Our story begins in Japan. It was December of 1991, and these two developers were celebrating the release of a new game. It was the sequel to their earlier title, but would outshine it in every way. The game was Tecmo Super Bowl, and it would soon become one of the iconic titles on the NES. Beloved by fans and critics for decades to come. The stuff of legend. Tomy was the lead designer on an unflinching quest. Akihiko Shimoji was the miracle worker, tirelessly translating ideas into code. Jump to 2013. I've organized my third annual Tecmo Super Bowl tournament, and had just learned that my new friend Josh and I shared a mutual adoration for the game. It would be 3 years later that Josh would present the idea of creating a game of our own.
A new 5-on-5 basketball game. It had to be fast and easy to pick up, but we wanted it to have depth. That meant character attributes with real impact, decades of rosters, and a play-calling system. We asked ourselves what made Tecmo great, and can we use a similar approach to game design but apply it to our favorite sport, basketball? Step 1. Create a top-down, side-scrolling arena. This resembles a clipboard and maximizes the space for strategic gameplay. Step 2. Design the players with similar proportions. The Tecmo footballers are 16 pixels tall. Our basketball players would be similarly sized. This lends itself to play calling. Step 3. Determine the attributes that will define each character. Speed would be paramount. Speed with the ball, defensive speed, and rebounding speed. Step 4. Pull the gamers into the action with dramatic cutscenes. This would be used most notably on jump balls, dunks, and three-point celebrations. Step 5. Track stats per game and across a season of play. This lets you analyze your game and maybe even show off a little.
We had a blast translating our ideas onto the screen, and after years of work, we had something we were proud of. But it wasn't finished. At this point, we had the idea to reach out to our heroes, the mastermind developers behind Tecmo Super Bowl. This may be the most unbelievable part of our story. Akihiko Shimoji, a retired game developer living 6,000 miles away, actually responded to our subtitled fanboy video message. He tested our game and shared some valuable wisdom. He said this:
We focused on the sensation of the game. Everything followed a rhythm, and we had to be willing to cut anything that disrupted that rhythm.
We went to work making adjustments to the game focused on creating that rhythm. The biggest changes were to the dunk system and the interstitial cutscenes. We are now 3 years into development of Basketball Classics with full release just around the corner. The game has gotten great reviews on Steam Early Access, and we are very excited for full release. We sincerely appreciate everyone who has taken this journey with us. Maybe more than any other media, gaming becomes a joint venture with the audience, and we are happy co-creators. From the early adopters to the latest newcomers, thank you for discovering it, playing it, modding it, streaming it, reviewing it, and even podcasting about it. We hope to make it available on your favorite platforms in the near future.
Finally, a huge thank you to Akihiko Shimoji and the Tecmo Super Bowl team. You deserve a prominent spot in the Video Game Hall of Fame.
From two developers across the globe, thank you for inspiring us nearly 30 years ago.